Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Me, my mum Rachel and our friend Debbie are currently interrailing around Europe. For today's adventure we're going to be exploring Zurich. If you haven't been watching the rest of the series, we've already been to Amsterdam, Efteling, Brussels, the Spa Formula 1 Grand Prix, Luxembourg, Stuttgart, Munich, Salzburg, Liechtenstein, and now we are here in Zurich. So make sure to check them out. I'll link the playlist at the top. We're just about to leave for today's adventure and we have some very exciting things planned. Before we leave, I'm just going to show you around our hotel. We booked it through booking.com and we stayed at the Ibis Budget City Centre West. So this is what it looks like. Most Ibis budgets around the world kind of look the same, so you probably have a good idea, but as you walk in, there's basically a double bed here and a bunk bed up here. I think this was a triple room or a family room or something. Excuse the mess because we've been staying here last night. The shower is kind of inside the room, so if you don't like that, then don't stay here, but it's perfectly fine for us. It has a frosted door. And then you come around, here's the sink area. Again, it's just completely in the room, so you kind of got to get used to that a little bit. A mirror, hairdryer, and then as you come around here, back to the door, in and out, there is literally just a room with a toilet. Also, it does have aircon, which is good because some of our other places haven't had aircon, so that's definitely a bonus point. One of the negatives about this place is there's literally no plug sockets anywhere, so we've only managed to find two. One is where the hairdryer is currently plugged in, and there's one over in this corner where the desk is. It actually has 3 plugs in it, but if you've got anything of any kind of size, they're not all gonna fit, so it's not the most useful. We did think though, you could definitely stack your plugs on top of each other. I don't know how safe that is, so please don't do it without checking out whether it's safe or not, but you could stack them on top and then you'd have all your plugs underneath. We've made it to the river and we've got to do the obligatory thing of dipping our toes in. Yeah, it's definitely going to be slippery. I need to take my socks off first.
A bit chilly?
Is it? This is a test run. We're going swimming in this later. It's freezing! So this is where we're going to go, hopefully, potentially, in the river later today. And it has grates at the end. It's completely free to go in. And it's obviously, because it's a river, it's got a bit of a current. So you get in at that end and then you kind of float down or swim down to the other end. And then if you can't get out, the grates will stop you and then you can just grab one of the ladders and climb back up and then go around and do the whole thing again. So hopefully we'll get to do that later today. While we're here early before the crowds get here, I just thought I'd tell you this now. You can get a locker here. The only thing is there's no locks. I think you can borrow a lock if you like rent it kind of thing. Or if you have your own, you could just bring it and then it'll be free to use a locker. They do also have these mini lockers so you could just put like your phone and your passport in or whatever you've brought with you. And they're 2 Swiss francs, but obviously you need the coin, which we don't have. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll figure that out eventually. They also have changing rooms here, which is good. They're very small, but you could definitely get changed in there. And then they have benches with hooks so you can leave like a towel or something, your shoes, whatever you want to leave. The first brave swimmer has gone in to the river for the day. It's currently like 10 AM, so it's not that early. Also, look what they have over here, a diving board. I'm probably way too scared to jump off that, I'll be honest. But if you love diving, you could definitely dive off there into the river. If you don't want to dive, there's stairs right there, you can just walk down. There's also a shower just here, so once you get out, I think it's fresh water, it must be fresh water, but if you just want to rinse off before you get changed and stuff, there's a shower just here. Right, people are starting to go in and we're making an executive decision that we might actually just go in now because there's literally no one here. And later it's going to be wild. Let's just get it done with. Come on, girls. Here goes nothing. We're getting in. It's freezing! I don't know if I can. It's so cold. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's fine. It's not freezing.
I'm going. This is quite nice once you're in. It's not that freezing. Round 2 is happening. Let's go. I love this. This is my favourite activity of the whole trip. How are you going, Debs?
I'm quite enjoying it.
I knew it. Debs was going on all morning about not going in and now look at her. She's a fish. She's an actual fish in this river. Oh, this is the best thing we've ever done, is it not? It's not even cold. Is it not?
It's not cold.
No.
It's not cold.
It's fine. Round 3. I'll go first. Here we go. This is genuinely the best thing ever. You have got to do this.
No. I'd like to go in that lake thing.
Yeah, we... I don't want to swim. I'm not even taking my swimming stuff. Next thing you know. Come on, ladies, let's go.
It's not even cold.
I know, it's good, isn't it?
I am a bit cold, but
Not like when I first got in,
It was
I
freezing.
struggled to breathe at first. I felt a
It's
bit
not that cold.
There's a ladder.
Let's go. Well, it takes about 2 minutes. I'm going to leave you guys now because we're literally just going to keep doing this 1,000 times and then leave, but nothing new is going to happen. Well, that was a lot of fun. Whoa, there's some cyclists. I would highly recommend doing that. Completely free. In the end, we just left our stuff on the side and we still have it all, so that was fine. I don't know if I'd feel confident doing that later when there's like hundreds of people there, but it was so quiet we could kind of just keep an eye on our stuff and it was all fine. In the end, we did find they have toilets and like proper inside showers as well, so you can properly get changed afterwards if you're trying to go out somewhere. And the way we're walking, there's also a cafe just here as well, and we'll kind of have a look at what it sells. So they've got chia pudding. It's very expensive, but I think everything is. Cinnamon puff, banana bread. Oh, the ones with a circle are vegan. Whoa, there's loads of a circle. Frittata, curry fingers. I'm just reading the ones I can read. Hummus. Brownie. Brownie's only $4.50. That's good. And then drinks, strawberry milk, gin tonic, mimosa, bit early for that. Monday to Friday it opens at 9 AM, I think is what it says. We've come a little bit further down the river and we've found another spot where you can go swimming. This one, I feel like the current is less strong, but there's no grates or anything, so you could just like keep going. And then there's a bridge over there that like you probably couldn't get under, but there's nothing to stop you if you like swam underneath it. Someone just jumped in. This is very fun. I love this city so far. We've now walked over to the old town. We're gonna have a wander around and see what's going on here, but before that we've got to do our obligatory supermarket sweep. So we're gonna go in the co-op. I don't know if it's our kind of co-op, but it's a co-op. We're gonna go in and see what we've got. We might buy ourselves a little picnic for lunch because in a bit we are planning to head to Lake Zurich and potentially have a picnic on the beach and maybe go swimming again. We've made it in. It's a huge shop. See what the prices are like. Okay, I mean, hummus, $3.95. That's not too crazy, it's quite expensive, but I can deal with it. Olives, €5. Yeah, be prepared to spend a lot, even on a picnic. There's a whole sushi section. There is so much choice. They've got sandwiches, apparently they're like $7.20 though. Fruit cups, they're $5.50. This is what the picnic is looking like. I ended up getting hummus, a chia pudding, some crisps and a Fanta. We've got grapes to share. Rachel's got some crisps, she got mozzarella, and then some pizza breads. We've seen a little bit of a glimpse of what's in the old town, but we've decided while we're here we're going to walk up this thing called Lindenhof Hill. Now you might think, oh, not for me, but actually it's only like a 4-minute walk to the top and it's not that steep. So we're going to go up and see if we can get some nice views of the city from up there. From what we can find, the toilets here are either €1 or €1, but you can pay by card or with cash. I feel like that's useful to know just so you can be mentally prepared for it. This place is just so nice. If you can get over the fact that the price of everything is ridiculously high, then I highly recommend. It's gorgeous here. We found another one of these city models. Like, where even were we? Munich?
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Or Salzburg. I can't remember where we were when we saw it before, but it's literally the same thing. And there's braille around the edge. We've made it to Lake Zurich. It looks so blue and nice. We're just gonna walk along the edge and see what we can find. If there is somewhere to swim, we might go swimming again, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And we're just gonna kind of take in the vibe. We can't seem to locate any prices anywhere, but from here you can rent out a peddler or a little boat, I think. And we have seen people paddle boarding as well, but I don't know if they just owned them or whether they rented them from here. We have located another place that you can go swimming, and this time it's in the lake rather than the river. The only thing is we obviously don't know whether there's anywhere to leave our stuff that's safe, so I'm not sure whether we will actually go in, but it does look really nice. So it looks like you do have to pay here, but also up on the roof there's some actual swimming pools, so if you're not confident enough to swim in the lake or the river, then you can go in the swimming pool upstairs. If you do want to go in here, I think it's €8, so just under £8 to go in. We are not going to do that because we can swim in the river for free, but it's always an option. It's not very easy to tell from down here, but these things here these are the swimming pools that are up on the roof, so I guess that's included in the price to go in. We've located an ice cream place. It's quite far away. I mean, it's not that far, maybe like 10-minute walk from like the edge of the lake, and it's 1 scoop for $3.50 or 2 scoops for $7. So I feel like we are seeing that the further you get away from the centre, things get slightly cheaper, so you could try that if you can be bothered. We found a section of the lake where people are swimming and it's completely free, you can literally just go get in. The only thing is there's obviously no lifeguard, so you've got to be careful if you're doing that. Also, there's lots of places over here. There's like a big grassy area where you could sit, sunbathe, and maybe bring a picnic or something as well. Looks like the going rate for a magnet here is about 7 Swiss francs. We're now walking down Bahnhofstrasse. I think that's how you say it. It's basically just a street with all like the really high-end fancy shops on it. We're kind of walking down it on our way to the botanical gardens, which apparently have free entry. So this is just a bit of a detour so we can come and see it, because apparently this is one of the top things to see in the city. We've made it to the botanical gardens and it's very quiet in here, so if you want somewhere a bit peaceful to go, this is a definite suggestion. It's right in the centre of the city, so you don't really have to go anywhere for it. They have these domes, I guess they're like giant greenhouses with plants in. They're not that spectacular though, but it is pretty fun, especially if you really like plants. They have little signs on them to tell you what they are and where they're from. That one's from China, South America, Asia. It's very warm in here though. If you just want to come out and read a book, this is definitely a good place to do it. There's loads of benches everywhere and it's very peaceful and quiet. I don't think I've included this in any of the vlogs, but literally every single city we've been to, these pair have been making us go to Decathlon. Debs has bought 2 t-shirts, Rachel's bought 1. So to be fair, not that bad. But I thought I'd got away with it this time, and then Rach spied it on the map and she was like, "Oh, let's go to Decathlon." So guess where we're going now? Here we go. I wonder how long it'll take us to find our way out of this shop. Oh, I told you it wasn't going to be small. It's massive. They always look small from the outside, but don't get fooled. Because look at this, and there's a downstairs too. How does this happen every single place we go to? Good morning guys, it's now the next day and we're just on our way to the train station to grab the train to our next location. Stay tuned to find out where we are headed. But on our way we've stopped in an Aldi, and I have to say the prices in here are much more reasonable than in the co-op. We have now made it onto our first train of the day, and I have the first set of clues for you guys. So the first clue is that we are leaving Switzerland and we are going to a country that we've already been to this summer, but a different city. And the second clue is that our journey is going to take us about 4 hours and 2 trains to get there. Make sure to put down in the comments if you have any ideas to where we're going, and stay tuned to find out. It is now time for the final clues. So the first one being that the place that we're going to is also known as Manhattan, and the second is that this city shares its name with a type of food, although I don't know if the food was actually from this place. We have now made it to our next adventure in Frankfurt. We are here for the next 24 hours or so. Make sure to stay tuned. This is our final adventure of the trip. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave it a massive thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss next week's video where we will be exploring Frankfurt. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!